regioselective generation of enolates. Okay, so by using proper conditions, that is by using proper base and proper solvent, we can selectively generate enolates. For example, if you have an unsymmetrical ketone, for example, say you have methyl cyclohexanone. Say you have a methyl cyclohexanone. Now in this methyl cyclohexanone, you have two alpha hydrogens. And where are these two alpha hydrogens? You have two alpha hydrogens. What is the position of those alpha hydrogens?
एक जितनी मिथाइल मिथाइल और
and another alpha hydrogen this side. So you have a two alpha hydrogens. Okay, this alpha hydrogen is more crowded and this alpha hydrogen is more easily available. Now, if this alpha hydrogen is removed with the methyl group, you will get enolate. This one. Okay, you will get this enolate. And if this alpha hydrogen is removed, which is less statically crowded, in that case, you will get another enolate. Now, out of these two possible enolates, which enolate is more stable?
जो first वाला
highly substituted. You can see there is a carbon-carbon double bond. As we know, alkenes, okay, is a kind of alkene. So alkenes are those more stable which are more substituted. So more substituted alkenes are more stable. So this enolate, which is more substituted, in which this double bond is more substituted, it is more stable. It is more stable. And this enolate, in which this double bond is less substituted, it is less stable. Okay. So now we have two situations. We have two different alpha hydrogen. One removal of one alpha hydrogen by base will give rise to a more stable enolate, and removal of another alpha hydrogen will give rise to less stable enolate. Now, when we talk about stability, okay, there is a one product which is called thermodynamic product. What's thermodynamic product? So thermodynamic product is a product which is more stable at equilibrium. When there's equilibrium between two or more kind of product, the product which is thermally more stable, okay, product which is thermally more stable is called thermodynamic product. So out of these two products, which product is a thermodynamic product?
जो highly substituted है, more stable है.
Yes. So this more stable product is called thermodynamic product. But if you look over structure of reactant, you can see there are two alpha hydrogen. One alpha hydrogen is easily available and another alpha hydrogen is not easily available. Okay, one are very easily available. There are no static crowding around them, while another is more substituted and it is less easily available. So formation of which enolate will take place faster? A वाला alpha hydrogen faster remove होएगा या A वाला crowded alpha hydrogen when we treat it with base?
Less crowded.
less crowded sir.
remove हो जाएगा.
Less crowded alpha hydrogen will be much easily removed. Okay, it will be much easily removed. So that product which is formed faster in reaction, so this alpha hydrogen will be removed faster. So the product which form faster in the reaction is called kinetic product. So this product is kinetic product. So what is the difference between kinetic product and thermodynamic product is thermodynamic product की होता है it is a more stable product at equilibrium. जरूरी नहीं है कि faster बनेगा हो, ठीक है, but वो है कि ये stable product at equilibrium. That product is called thermodynamic product, and kinetic product is which form faster, okay, which undergo reaction faster. That product is a kinetic product. Now, by using proper choice of bases, we can prepare selectively either thermodynamic inolate or kinetic inolate. It is possible to prepare them separately. Suppose if we use bulky, strong base, such as LDA, we have already discussed, or DBU. Okay, if you use these bases at low temperature, what will happen? If we use very bulky, strong base such as LD or DBU and temperature is low, what will happen? Base is very bulky, it is strong. So which proton it will abstract? More easily available proton or less easily available proton? Bulky base है, बहुत ही strong base है.
जो more
less
easily available.
substituted hydrogen वाले
ज्यादा
होंगे।
easily होगा वो
Yes, less substituted hydrogen or more easily hydrogen because वो बिल्कुल सामने पड़े ने और क्योंकि orthostatic hindrance भी घट है और base bulky है, so they can be abstracted very easily. So if you use strong base such as LDA, okay, if you use a strong base such as LDA and temperature is low, in that case kinetic inolate or the kinetic product or less substituted inolate is your major product. You get this inolate. On the other hand, if you use weak base, which will react slowly, or less sterically hindered base, if you use weak base or less sterically hindered base, in that case, such as triethyl amine or sodium hydride, okay, in that case what will happen, or simple hydroxyline also, okay, in that case what will happen, they will abstract more substituted hydrogen to give rise to a more stable thermodynamic inolate. So by using proper choice of bases, we can selectively prepare either kinetic inolate which are less substituted or thermodynamic inolates which are more substituted. Is this point is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So by choosing base, we can prepare either of these inolates. So let us start with the reactions, and the very first reaction is aldol condensation. Now, what is this aldol condensation? As you already know, this is a condensation between two aldehydes. It's a condensation between two aldehydes or ketones with having alpha hydrogens. Okay, with having alpha hydrogen in presence of base, usually dilute base is used in presence of base such as hydroxylines, okay, to give rise to what is the product in aldol condensation? In aldol,
Beta hydroxyaldehyde.
beta hydroxy aldehydes or ketone, which further undergo dehydration, which can further undergo dehydration to give rise to alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketones. So this reaction is called aldol condensation. Very easy reaction, बहुत time तो पढ़ते आ रहे हो. So what's aldol condensation? It's a reaction between two aldehydes or ketones having alpha hydrogens in presence of base to give beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone. and they can further undergo dehydration to give rise to alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketones. And this reaction may be acid catalyzed or base catalyzed, but most of times it is carried out in presence of base. So let us discuss the reaction and its mechanism. So first is, let us discuss base catalyzed reaction. So the very simple reaction will be a reaction between two molecules of acetaldehyde. So if you have two molecules of acetaldehyde, and if you treat it with base, so base here is dilute sodium hydroxide, temperature is around 5 degrees centigrade. So they will react together to give rise to beta hydroxy aldehyde. This one. So this product is called aldol product. Why aldol? It's a combination of aldehyde and hydroxyl group. So that's why it is called aldol, which can undergo dehydration in the presence of base to give rise to alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Okay. So let us look the mechanism of base catalyzed reaction. So ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਖਾਓਗੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ mechanism. What will be first step of this mechanism?
Abstraction of hydrogen.
Generation of enolate by abstraction of H plus ion by base. So this is your acetaldehyde and you treat it with base hydroxyl ion. So what hydroxyl ion it will do? It will take this alpha hydrogen. It will take out this alpha hydrogen. This reaction is of course in equilibrium. So there is a loss of water molecule. Okay, this will take H plus ion to give rise to corresponding, which is in equilibrium to give rise to, enolate. So the very first step is a reversible step that is involved generation of enolate ion in the presence of base. Okay, base, I am using a hydroxyl ion. There may be any internal base like B. So that will be BH plus. Now in the next step, what will happen?
Attack on carbonyl compound. Carbonyl group.
Now you have generated this carbon nucleophile, and this carbon nucleophile, it will attack on the carbonyl carbon atom of another molecule of this aldehyde. So you have a CH3 C double bond OH plus enolate. Okay, so this will shift back over here. These pi electrons, they will shift over carbon, so it will have a negative charge and it will undergo addition to this carbonyl carbon, and these electrons, they will shift to oxygen. And this step is also reversible. Okay, the second step is also reversible. So it will become O negative H CH2 C double bond O H. What will be next step? What will be next step?
Sir, H positive and
Now you have to regenerate your base. Base is catalyst, and catalyst ki hunda, it can be generated at the end of reaction. So in irreversible reaction, it will react with this protonated base BH plus. This H plus will go to this O negative, and base will again regenerated. You will get corresponding aldol product. Okay, minus base. Okay, so you will get aldol. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
next step is dehydration can also take place. So how dehydration will take place? By which mechanism? In the last semester, we have discussed various elimination reactions in which we have discussed E1, E2 and E1CB elimination pathways. So in case of aldol product, which pathway is followed during elimination?
E1CB.
E1CB. Why E1CB?
क्योंकि सर इससे अनायन स्टेबलाइज होएगा ना इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉइंग ग्रुप है.
Yes, anion will be stabilized by in conjugation with this carbonyl group. At the same time, this hydroxyl group is a poor leaving group. So in the first step, you have a hydroxyl ion. It will take this H plus ion. There will be a loss of water, and you will get corresponding carbon ion. And then there is a loss of hydroxyl ion to give rise to alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So here in this case, in base catalyzed aldol condensation, dehydration takes place by E1CB mechanism. Dehydration takes place by E1CB mechanism. I think it was very simple reaction. कोई question है तो पूछो.
नहीं सर, ये तो सिंपल सी है।
हाँ जी बेटे.
तो ਸਰ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਚ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ OH ਗਰੁੱਪ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਲੀਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਵੇਂ OH2 ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਐਸਿਡਿਕ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਫਿਰ ਇਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਵੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲੀਵ ਕਰੀਏ ਸਰ?
बेटे इस करके क्योंकि इत्थे की बन गया कार्बन आयन. ठीक है, here you have a कार्बन आयन. ठीक है, and this कार्बन आयन is also highly unstable. So what will happen? Basically हाइड्रोक्सल आयन ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਲੀਵ ਕਰਦਾ, ਇਟ ਨੈਵਰ ਲੀਵ ਐਸ ਅ ਹਾਈਡਰੋਕਸਲ ਆਇਨ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, OH ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਆਇਨ ਐਸ ਸੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਐਗਜ਼ਿਸਟ ਕਰਦਾ. ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ? ਹੇਅਰ ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਵਾਟਰ ਮੋਲੀਕਿਊਲ ਆਲਸੋ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਸੋ देयर विल बी इंटरेक्शन ऑफ दिस ऑक्सीजन with water like this. ठीक है, and then this negative charge will shift in between these two carbon, and this will leave as a water, and from this hydroxyl ion will be generated. That was your base. Is it clear bete?
Yes sir.
Okay. Okay, so now next mechanism is acid catalyzed aldol condensation. Next is acid catalyzed aldol condensation. So what will happen in acid catalyzed aldol condensation? Suppose you have added acid in the reaction. So where H plus ion will go during this reaction? So again take acetaldehyde and suppose you add acid, say HA, HCl or any acid. So where this H plus ion will go?
ऑक्सीजन
Oxygen there.
Oxygen.
So they will protonate this oxygen. So this will become CH3, C double bond OH positive H. So you will get protonated carbonyl compound. Now since it become protonated, so this hydrogen, it become highly acidic. So in the next step, which is again a reversible step, there is a loss of H plus ion from this alpha hydrogen, and it will give enolate. It will give enolate, sorry, enol, not enolate, it will give enol. Okay, why it will give enol? Because there is a positive charge over oxygen that makes this hydrogen highly acidic. So it will, this bond will break, its electron will shift in between these two carbon, and the pi electron, they will again go back to oxygen. So what will be next step? In next step,
Enolate generate होएगा.
this enol will react with another molecule of protonated aldehyde. So since this is a protonated aldehyde, so it is highly reactive. So this oxygen hydrogen bond will break. Its sigma electrons will shift in between oxygen and carbon bond. These electrons, they will shift to carbon, and it will attack on carbon and carbon, and this will shift to oxygen. So here it will become CH3, COH, hydrogen, CH2, C double bond O, H plus H positive. So you get the aldol product. Now, in the next step, dehydration will take place, and in this case, by which mechanism dehydration will take place? Which mechanism will be followed? E1, E2 or E1CB?
सर ये एसिडिक मीडियम चला रहे हैं ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਨਕਮ ਹੋਏਗੀ।
हाँ जी, हाँ बोले बटो, ये किड़ी होएगी?
E1.
E1. Why E1? Because we are using acidic medium. So in presence of acidic medium, this H plus will protonate this OH. So it will become CH3OH2 positive, CH2 C double bond OH, which then lost water molecule. From this beta, it will lose H plus ion, okay, to give rise to corresponding, okay, the loss of H plus ion. So here in this case, mechanism is E1. So in aldol condensation, if it is taking place under basic condition, dehydration take place by E1CB pathway. If it is taking place under acidic condition, then dehydration take place by E1 pathway. Okay, any question up to this point? बोलो बेटे.
नो सर।
No, sir.
बाकी की गल सो जाते हो बेटे. Now next is crossed aldol reaction. Suppose you do this aldol reaction between two different molecules, and both molecules they are having alpha hydrogen. Suppose you do reaction between acetaldehyde and propionaldehyde. How many products will be formed?
सर दो बनेंगे अलग अलग, चार बनेंगे, चार।
So how many products will be formed? Four.
4।
How four products will be formed?
सर एक सर दो ਦਾ
Okay, wait.
एक ਦਾ
हाँ
ਆਪ
जी.
ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਇੱਕ क्रॉस,
Wait,
दो क्रॉस ਦੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ।
wait. हाँ जी बेटे विशाली. How four products will be formed? नीरू.
फिर सेकंड वाला वो भी अपने इनोलेट के साथ करेगा। फिर ये दोनों एक दूसरे के इनोलेट के साथ करेंगे।
ठीक है बेटे, 3 हो गए. What will be four?
सर फोर्थ पहले वाले के और पहले वाला दूसरे वाले के।
Okay, yes. So four products are possible. How four products? Since both molecules they are having alpha hydrogen, so one possibility is this acetaldehyde molecule. Okay, this acetaldehyde molecule it react with itself. That means it generate enolate. Okay, this acetaldehyde molecule generates enolate and it react with itself. So that will give rise to one product. So this will be one product. Okay. Second possibility is second molecule, since it also have alpha hydrogen, so it will also generate enolate. So its enolate react with itself. So that is your second possibility. This enolates, it react with the another molecule of its same kind. So you will get the second product. This one. What will be third product is if enolate of acetaldehyde, okay, if enolate of acetaldehyde react with propionaldehyde molecule. Okay, so this can react with this one. We shift over here. So you will get CH3, CH2, OH, hydrogen. CH2, CHO. And fourth possibility is enolate of propanaldehyde react with acetaldehyde. So here you have CH3, C double bond OH plus CH3, CH negative, C double bond. So it's enolate react with the carbonyl group of acetaldehyde. So you will get this product. So in this way, if both molecules, they have alpha hydrogens, 4 possible products are there. And if one molecule does not have alpha hydrogen and only one molecule have alpha hydrogen, for example, say you have a benzaldehyde is one molecule, it does not have any alpha hydrogen, and suppose we treat it with acetaldehyde. Then how many products can form? How many products can form? Hanji bolo.
Sir, 2.
Sir,
Sir, 2.
3. 2, 2, 2.
3 or 2?
2, sir, 2. 2, sir, 2.
Sir, 2.
Because only possibility is generation of, there's a generation of only one enolate, and this enolate can react with this carbonyl group to give rise to a one product, and second is its self condensation. So one product is this one, and another possibility is its self condensation. So in that case, there's a possibility of formation of two products. Okay. In that case, there's a possibility of two products. So this crossed aldol condensation between two different kind of molecule is not a very useful reaction. Crossed aldol condensation between different molecules is not very useful reaction. Why?
Sir, बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट बन रहे हैं.
Because this will give rise to a mixture of products which are very difficult to separate. So it has very little utility. Okay, crossed aldol condensation has very little utility because it gives rise to a mixture of many products. How to overcome this problem? Suppose we want to treat two different molecules and we want to prepare selectively only one molecule. So how we can solve this problem?
Sir, regioselectivity without it.
By using regioselectivity. So how we can prepare selectively one product by using two different products, we will discuss in next class. Okay, we will discuss it tomorrow. Okay,